Hello guys, my name is Timidayo. In this tutorial, I'm going to be putting you through how you can end up making something like this. And I believe at the end of this tutorial, even you might not be creating exact thing of this way, but the purpose of it is for you to understand and be able to just use these techniques maybe in any of whatever thing you needed to do. So without wasting time, let's quickly move into it. So I'm going to be putting you through explaining things I did in the process of making it. So let's quickly create something new. So I'm going to be deleting these off. So I'm going to be making use of a curve. So that's a part now. So the first thing I'm going to do, I will need to rotate this. So rotating that, all I want to do is just to create the basic shape I will be needing. So E in the Z and E in the Y. I can decide to move this up a little. Then again E, then E in the Y. See that. Then let's go one more time. E, then E. So I can decide to adjust this properly. So it's now up to you what kind of uh, shape you might need. So, but for the sake of this tutorial, okay, let's just the end part of it here. E in the Z. Let me bring this down a little. Okay. Then let's make sure that it end all in the other side. So let's J A in the Z in the Y. Okay, good. So these are what we've done now. So by making use of your curve and extruding it in the required direction, we're able to achieve this. So now I'm going to copy this and keep it. I just hide it for because I'm going to be needing it later on. Shift D. So that's the notepad 001. So I'm going to hide this. So let's continue with this. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to make it a solid form. So and I'm going to be needing a reference circle as to describe what kind of thickness I might need. So Shift A, come down to also to curve again, but this time around is a Bezier circle. So I'm going to rotate it in the X direction 90, scale it down a little. So this is going to be the reference for our thickness. So coming down, clicking on this curve, then I come down here, then under your geometry, then under your bevel, then the object can be not 001, the Bezier circle. Obviously that. So picking your Bezier circle, we're able to achieve this. So but mind you, this is not where we are going. So we just need some things, some few lines on this pipe. So I'm going to be converting this to mesh. Then on converting to mesh, then I'll just pick, then on my edge select, I'll just pick like 3 or 4. It's on you now how many you just need out of it. So Shift D, obviously that, then P just to bring it out. to make it separate. Then I'm going to delete this away. Obviously that. So this is what I have now. Now you realize that I copied this number, this curve in the first instant, because at the end of the day, if I applied that, I might not be able to get that middle curve anymore, because it's going to be stressful for me to start drawing, to start making that middle. So it's better for me to just copy and keep it somewhere. So that's what we've done. So I'm going to be making use of this uh middle, this curve at the center, obviously. So now these ones that we've converted. So but before then, let me just hide this. We not yet need that. So before that, we're going to be giving this a thickness. So I'm going to be converting it back to curve. So I'm going to convert this to curve, obviously that. Then I can come down to my bevel and increase the depth. So it now you what kind of thickness you need now, obviously that. So that's the thickness. So the next thing we're going to be doing, we need the guide that is going to guide it all through to the top. So how are we going to achieve that? Remember, we have this here. So but for us to achieve that, that's why we need that middle curve. So middle line curve. So I'm going to show that up now. So the first thing I'm going to do here is to make sure that the origin is at geometry. I'm going to set the origin to geometry, then also cursor to the geometry, shift S, cursor to selected, okay, cursor to the origin. So also this, because I'm going to be needing this to, once I create a circle, once this I'm able to create one, then maybe I have applied it here, I will need it to flow around, and for it to flow around, we're going to make use of a curve. So and this is the curve reference that we're going to be making use of, and for it to follow that part, also to be centered of where it's going, we need to first of all make sure that whatever we are applying is at the origin of the reference material, of the reference whatever shape rather. So now, so I'm gonna make this to come to the, this is the origin of this reference we're going to be making use of. So now I need this to come down also to the origin. So the origin of this is going to be changed down to where the cursor is right now. So let's see how I'm going to do that. So let's say origin to cursor. Obviously now the origin has gone down to the cursor, then we can now say geometry to origin. Now when I apply my curve, now, I can say, okay, this is the object. No, I click the wrong thing. That is 0, 0, 1. Is it? Let me see. Let's see. Okay, that's 0, 0, 1. Let's back that. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let's say this is a curve. Control A, location. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to recreate that circle. I don't know what happened. So let me recreate, Shift A. I'm going to recreate another curve now, another circle. So let's apply the curve on it now. So 0, 0, 1. Oh, I think this way. I think it has been applying all the way. I'm expecting it to show down here. So it's showing, well, either way it's going to still work. So let me back it and see if that's really true. So I'm expecting it to Okay, so it has been showing here all the way. Okay, that's nice. Still the same thing. So now that we have our circle here, so we are going to be giving it a thickness. So let's come down to the bevel and give it thickness. Okay, then G in the Y. I want to move it a little inward. G in the Y. Okay, so we can try to make it bigger, maybe at least to be outside of it. Hope you understand that. So let's scale that up a little. Okay, I think this is better. Then the next thing we're going to be doing is for we need this to flow around, to serve as the guide that we need it for. So I'm going to be adding an array modifier, but this time around this is not the direction. So 0 1. Okay, so we need it to go this way, and the array should be coming before. So I'm going to move this up. Then when I increase this, obviously that is following the flow, but this is too much. So I'm going to be increasing the length, the distance in between, maybe now reducing the others later. Okay, let's say we're stopping here, and let's say this is too much. I think, okay, if it's not much for you, that's on you. It depends on how you want it now. Well, I think it's too much. So let me now increase this. Okay, I just manage this. I think we are okay, we are fine with this. So this is how I was able to achieve that. So now the next thing we are going to be doing now is the flow of the material through it. So how are we going to achieve that? So it's also very simple. Remember, if you want whatever you want to make to flow through your shape, just make sure when you are applying it, firstly is on the origin of that part. So now this is the origin. Still, I'm going to apply shift A cube. So I'm going to scale it down, then scale in Z, scale it down also. So I'm going to apply some loop coil to it as to make it flow properly. Just loop coil to it now. So it might be showing up at the top here. That doesn't mean. So now I'm going to be applying a curve again, a curve modifier. So the curve is going to be 001, obviously. So it's showing up here. I think why it's showing up here is because of the way I started. The way when I applied my curve, maybe I started extruding the upper part, the start of it, of which I want to start extruding the end part of it. So that's why it end up here. So yours might be starting down here. So still the same thing. So now I need it to be not to be vertical, to be to align with this. So now this way. So I'm going to change this Y Z. Okay, yeah, the Z now. Obviously that. So this might be too small. I might still make it bigger. Okay, I'm going to scale it up. Scale it up. Okay, obviously that. Okay, let's say this is what we are using. So the moment I say G in the Z, let's see what happened. Obviously that. So it's going to be flowing through. Seriously, what it's really doing is that it's following the path. This path that we've created for it. That's just what it's following. So that's just the techniques. So now the other thing that I did, I recreate this to the other part. Then I now try to create a board. I'm referring now to the video I showed you in the start of this video tutorial. Now I created a kind of box connected to that plane. So I made a trick somehow. So the moment G in the Z, the moment I'm out here towards the end part, so I'm going to stop this at that point. Then remember I've created this same thing at the other side. Then I will make sure that I end this inside that box. This whatever that moves through this is not the same passing through the other one. It's actually stopped somewhere. Then I've also created similar also on the other side. So in that box, so the moment this is stopping there, that a one for the other one is continue the journey. So to everyone that is in it, it will be as if is this is the same one flowing through here that is also that also continue his movement. No, it's not that. It's just the trick that I just applied. So also the lightning part of it is just the material. So I make this emission, then bring this up very high. Then I glow it. Then obviously that. So though this is too much. So there is no up to that. And bring it down a little. So G in the Z. Oh, just obviously that. So thank you very much for watching. So I'll be grateful if you subscribe at least to support. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time when I'll be releasing another video. Please do help to subscribe. Thank you very much.